It's okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, here today with Jaffrey from... Is that how you say your name, Jaffrey?
Jaffrey, yeah.
You're from where?
Sweden.
From Sweden? Mm-hmm. And you're currently, where are we?
In Chiang Mai.
What are you doing here?
I am adventuring and meeting like-minded people and eating good fruits, enjoying the sunshine.
That's it. That's why everyone comes here for
yeah.
just the health and adventure and whatever fitness you can get along the way.
Yeah.
You've been riding a bike quite a bit?
I have, every day, everywhere. In traffic, exercising, getting fruit. It's been pretty epic.
You haven't always been super into health, have you?
Well, I've been into health, but more like conventional stuff.
Okay.
Which I think is quite different from this lifestyle and what this movement is all about.
Right. So, yeah, there's a lot of people who seem to be conscious eaters, right? So they'll consciously have the whole wheat bread and the whole wheat pasta and things like that until they find out that gluten's no good.
Right.
So maybe they step away from that, or maybe they're conscious of their fat intake, so they drink skim milk instead of the 2% milk.
Or buy like ethically slaughtered meat.
Yeah.
Right? You know, or ethically sourced things.
Ethically slaughtered meat.
Yeah.
That's a good one. At the beginning, you were kind of like that?
Yeah, I would say. But I'd say I can explain that because I just didn't know. I wasn't informed. I didn't go that extra step to really find out about food and where it comes from and exactly what it does to your body. And I think that's when things really switched for me. And
when you first went raw vegan, did you do it for any particular reason? Like, did you say, I need to go raw vegan because of this, or?
Yeah, it was for health, and I had also educated myself on the ethical side of it, the compassion reasons, and that just like fueled me. Like it just clicked in my head, like a little light bulb went off. And the thought of not only is meat and dairy and stuff not necessary for your health, you wouldn't naturally kill an animal or milk a cow unless someone had done it for you, right? So yeah, it just, everything made sense and it fueled my decision.
There's a lot of people who suffer from acne. Like, a lot of people suffer from acne. I used to be one of them. I had cystic acne on my back. Post a picture right here. I used to have it on my face. It was so bad. And I think you had some skin troubles too, yeah? And
actually, when I switched over, it kind of got worse for the first few months, because I think it was like this heavy detox of just stuff coming out of me. And
definitely. That's all acne is.
Yeah, my body's way of dealing with that is releasing it through my skin. And other people deal with detox differently. Some people gain weight, some people lose weight, some people can't sleep, some people
get cancer.
Some people exactly.
Diabetes.
You know,
but we got skin issues.
Yeah, and I think it's about letting your body heal, accepting that it needs to go through something, and just focusing your mind on other areas of your life that you can be improving, like fitness, or your relationships, or your mental attitude towards things, picking up a new hobby, because I know how it feels to suffer with bad skin, and it can consume your mind.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So just hang in there.
Yeah, if you got bad skin, and you're watching this video, just know that it's curable. You can cure that. It naturally. I tried everything: potions, lotions, short water fasts, all sorts of creams and stuff. And the only thing that really worked, like right away, forever, and it's never come back, was when I went low-fat, raw vegan, fruitarian.
Yeah.
And within a few weeks, it cleared up, and it's never come back. It's little bits here and there come out, like you said with detox. If I have like maybe something I shouldn't eat, then some acne will come out, but it's gone for good.
Yeah. And I think also it's important to remember that detox can take like years. It could take, up to 2-3 years for some people. But if you look at like all long-term, high carb, high raw vegans, just doesn't exist. No one's overweight. No one's suffering with any kind of diseases or illnesses or acne or, so
Yeah, and it can take 2 or 3 years. If it's taken you 20 or 30 years to get to where you are now, like if you drive 20 or 30 years down one side of the road, don't expect to get on the other side of the road and come back in a year. Like it takes a couple, 3 years, maybe. Like depends how intense you're doing it. Depends how clean you're really eating it. Depends how much rest you're getting. Depends how much stress you're under. Depends what kind of relationships you're in. All sorts of things determine your detox. So just like you said,
100% agree.
Hang in there and look at the long-termers. Yeah. I would not be doing this without the long-termers. I really owe it to like people like Ann Osborne and Doug Graham and Mike Arnstein. People who have been doing it for a long time. People I look up to, and they just, and Dr. Robert Lockhart. They just showed that after so many years of doing just fruits and vegetables, you're all good. Yeah. You're all good. So. Now we're the younger generation. You're what, 25, 24?
25.
25, I'm 24. In 25 years, we're only going to be 50. We're only going to be 50 in 25 years. 50, like Lockhart's 70. So, yeah, we're up and coming, and if you're watching this, you probably are as well. So think long term. Don't get upset about the short term stuff. So what do you do for fitness? Like how do you stay fit? Most people think that you can't just be healthy by eating fruits. You gotta actually be moving. So
yeah, I think fitness is really important. Finding something that you like to do, something that's not like pain. For me, right now, that's been cycling. I've really been into it since I've been here. Even when I didn't live where I could like actually have a physical bicycle, just doing it at the gym or doing spinning classes, I really like that. I also like yoga.
Yeah.
I like the calmingness of it, but I like the inner like core work that it really builds, and the fact that you can challenge yourself in like these cool postures. I also like walking and like walking fast and jogging. When I'm in Switzerland, my mom she lives in this like countryside area where there's like 2 hours of just beautiful walking through the countryside, and the air is so clean and fresh. And I do that almost every day when I'm there.
Awesome.
Just kind of, staying active, and as you said, like putting up the intensity is good.
It makes a difference for sure. And to some of you watching, you may think 2 hours of walking, that's way too far. I could never do that. But how many of you have ever sat down and read a really good book for 2 hours, no problem?
Or a movie.
Or watch a movie for 2 hours. So what I do with my long walks is I say, hey, today I want to go for a 3-hour walk. I have an audiobook on here. And I just put headphones in and I go for a 2-3 hour walk through the forest, and you get just these amazing insights that you'd never get sitting down, because you get the blood flowing, it's your brain, you're surrounded by inspiration, nature, beautifulness, and then this great, fascinating story that you're like hooked on, So
love that. Yeah.
Just go for audiobook walks.
Or podcasts.
Or podcasts, just as good.
Do you know Rich Roll?
Yeah, I love Rich Roll.
Yeah, he's like my favorite out of the podcasts.
Rich Roll's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll post in the description below. I'll post my top 5 favorite audiobooks you guys can download on Audible or something.
I'll check them out too.
Yeah, they're amazing, life changing.
Yeah.
Life changing.
Cool.
So along the same lines, there, what sort of books do you read or listen to, and YouTube videos do you watch to help grow yourself as a person, to become a better you?
On the book end of things, I really like this author called Louise Hay. I don't know if you ever heard about her, but she has this book series called Heal Your Body, and I think she also has Heal Your Mind and Heal Your Heart, I think. But I really like the Heal Your Body, and she's actually done an audiobook version of it that I listen to sometimes. And it's just really nice. It's these like positive affirmations.
That's it.
That it's nice to have on, like even when you're getting ready or cleaning your room, or I don't know, doing something, just to have that how do you call it?
That environment around you?
Yeah, that like positive energy. And so I really like her. And then YouTube videos. There's so many. There's Teal Swan that I recently discovered. She's really good. But I think, top one would have to be Louise Hay.
Cool. And you want to have that surrounding positive, uplifting stuff going in your head all the time, because imagine for a moment growing up with really negative parents who just like criticize you all the time, and negative siblings who say like you suck and you can't do it all the time. We've heard that from many people our whole lives growing up, and even if our parents are loving, sometimes they say, oh, well, you probably can't do that. You know, they've told us things we can't do, and we begin to believe them. So for 15, 20 years, 25, 30 years, people have been hearing all this negative input, and as a result, they get this negative output, and the results aren't the way they want.
Yeah.
So you can take control of your life completely right now watching this video. Start downloading a whole bunch of audiobooks, subscribing to a bunch of really positive podcasts, and then listen to a couple hours worth every day. Imagine if you had a mentor every day who just said like, listen, you're awesome, you can do whatever you want, I believe in you, here's some practical advice to take. You sat down with a coach like that every day, you'd be so far ahead in life. And you can get that same effect just by listening to audiobooks and taking notes as you watch these good YouTube videos or listen to really good podcasts as well. So
there's this email service that I'm subscribed to called Note from the Universe. It's by TUT, I don't know what it stands for, but every morning I get this email, basically something along the lines like, you are so awesome, look what you've created, or I don't know, you're going to be great today, or something. It's just like a little positive, message from the universe. And it's really cute. That's what I like wake up to. And it's free if you want to check it out.
Note from the Universe.
Yeah, Note from the Universe.
You make a lot of YouTube videos, yeah?
Yes.
And you've been doing it for how many years?
Almost 4 years.
It's 4 years on YouTube.
Yeah.
And you've been pretty consistent with it?
Yes. More so at times than others. But throughout the years, like a video a week.
At least a video a week?
I try for that.
Cool.
Sometimes I'm more active if I'm like in a more stable environment, but if I'm traveling a lot, then it just kind of dwindles a little.
Yeah, when your videos start getting tens of thousands of views, let alone hundreds of thousands of views, no matter how pure and innocent you are, you're going to get a lot of haters.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of haters. People are going to... If you tell them how much you love this new piece of clothing, people are going to say like, you blah, 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 how can you promote that? There's children who slave to make that stuff. Like, they'll just find anything to criticize you about. So what's one of the funniest things a hater has said to you?
I did a What I Ate Today video not so long ago, and someone said if you really cared about compassion and stuff, then you wouldn't eat plants because plants have feelings. And it was like he was really serious. It wasn't even like a ha 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 or lol or something. It was like he was actually concerned about the plants. And my answer to that is always, if you're concerned about the plants, don't eat meat, because the animals eat more plants to grow than what we do. But that's just something that's just so silly. It's just so silly.
So silly.
Yeah, and that's like, I think that's been the only annoying thing about switching over is all like the negativity that you get, because you're doing something that is so powerful, not just for your body but for inspiring other people, for the environment, for the animals. And
there's always going to be people who nitpick. You could go buy like $10,000 worth of fruit, and people will think, oh, that's amazing, $10,000 worth of fruit. But then they see you with the plastic bags, and they say like, oh, how can you be using plastic and you want to support the environment, blah, blah, blah. It's like, at least just focus on the fact that they're eating all this fruit, and then maybe offer a suggestion, say, hey, maybe instead of using plastic bags, try this new paper bag I used or something.
Yeah, and I think this is something that scares a lot of people from even just trying veganism, forgetting about like high fruit, but just veganism, because they're afraid like, oh, if I do something that's like not 100% right, like people are just going to attack me.
Yeah.
I had a friend visiting me here, and she's not vegan at all, but she was vegan for this week that she was staying with me. And she had some communication with some people here that are in this community. And she had said something, and then someone had like attacked her for saying the things that she had said, and it like scared her from like the whole vegan lifestyle. And what we have to remember is that this lifestyle is about peace and love and compassion, not just for the animals but for our bodies, and like to carry that out in everything that we do. If you see like crazy vegan, bashing somebody, it's like that's that just sends like a crazy message. That's not the message that we want to be promoting, right?
Focus on the message.
Yeah.
Focus on the message.
Right.
And then everything else will take care of itself.
And have compassion for other people, you know, because
Definitely.
like we're all at different stages of our lives. Like somebody could be really unhealthy, and just like including veggies on their pizza is a huge deal.
Heck
right?
yeah, I used to think it was so healthy.
Right, yeah.
So healthy.
So it's like step by step, you know? And yeah, having like patience with people. And
definitely. Just always put yourself in their shoes. You know?
Yeah.
Just think, if I were them, I would be doing exactly what they were doing, because I would be them. You know, if
exactly.
so, no matter who you see doing what, all your job is to do is just to set an example and support them no matter what. Set the example and support them.
Yeah.
Instead of bashing them for anything. So,
yeah,
but
and
you're gonna get haters anyway.
And I'd say also to like just be the change. So as you said, like represent this lifestyle, represent that you can be fit, healthy, happy, fulfilled, and let your body be the message, you know. Sometimes it's about like speaking less and just representing more and getting people intrigued, like, oh, she's been doing this for a few months and she looks pretty good, you know, and she seems
You're not
happy,
dead yet.
And so then that will maybe like intrigue them to try the lifestyle or something.
Definitely.
But like bombarding, which I kind of did, I have to admit, in the very beginning, because I was like, oh my god, how did I not know about this with my family and stuff. But then just walking the walk and showing, it is very inspiring for other people.
Amazing. I just had a dream actually a couple nights ago where I was eating eggs in the dream, and I was eating eggs and I thought I needed them to be healthy long term, and then in the dream Robert Lockhart was there. And Robert Lockhart was smiling, and I looked at him and I knew that he hadn't had eggs. So then at that moment, just by him smiling and being him without saying anything, I was just like, I'm done with eggs. I would just, Lockhart knows what he's doing, he's not eating eggs, I'm going to do that. And he didn't have to say anything in the dream. He just laughed, smiled, and was his active self. So he's just...
That's beautiful.
He was just, walking on his hands. Hey guys, it's Ted here. The video cut out, and I'm not sure why, but you can look at these pictures of Annie while we talk for another 6 minutes, and then the video will resume. So be sure to watch that end little clip there. It's really cool. So what makes you keep making videos long term? Like how come you've been doing it for so long, and what makes you want to keep making more?
Inspiring people. As I learn, I want to share that with my audience. My channel's kind of changed throughout the years, which I really like. I started with more like conventional beauty stuff, which was super fun for me at the time, and I had a huge passion for it, and I wanted to, share tips and information that I thought might help my viewers. And the same thing is now with this lifestyle. So who knows what it will be in 10, 15 years. Before, I did talk a lot more about products, but I always knew that food was very important, but I was still eating meats and fish and poultry and that kind of stuff. I just didn't understand like how bad it actually is for your system. Like I thought just a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here is fine, but no. And I actually went through a phase when I had to start taking medicine for my skin, because all these products and stuff that I was recommending and that I was using, it just stopped working. And this would happen when I would have these like dairy moments, like if I would be going to my friend's house and she'd have ice cream or something and she'd make me ice cream. I would have it, but I would never buy like dairy ice cream for myself at the supermarket. But it was social reasons, social settings that I would have dairy products. And after every time, my skin broke out. And I got so frustrated at one point that I'm like, screw this, I'm just going to get on medicine. And
no way. Wow.
Yeah, and I was on that for about a year, and it really helped my skin, but I felt terrible. I'm like, I don't want to do this to my body, It didn't make me feel good mentally and also in my body. Like, I felt like I was doing something wrong. So I got off of medicine, and then I learned about this lifestyle and about more natural beauty products, and then I got off all that medicine, not the medicine, the face stuff that I was using, which is also quite medicinal. It's like salicylic acid and benzoyl peroxide.
Chemicals,
Chemicals, yeah. So yeah, I definitely used to recommend other products that were kind of working for me at the time, but I didn't really understand that these chemicals actually going into my blood, around my body, affecting my endocrine, affecting my hormones, affecting all this stuff. And it's not like, it doesn't just end at your skin. It like really, I think it's like 60 or 70% of what we put on our skin gets absorbed. And so when that thought became clear to me, I decided to not use any of those things that I was using before, predominantly the benzoyl peroxide. And I started focusing more on diet, on more holistic living, lifestyle choices, like going to bed early, keeping hydrated, sweating, exercising. Yeah, super important. I especially notice after I've had a good workout and like just been sweating that my skin looks really nice and it feels healthy. And a huge one has been cutting down on the amount of makeup that I used to wear, because I used to wear a lot of makeup before, and now I've just, given almost all of it away.
Yeah. The more natural you become, the less I think you even want to wear makeup, because you just feel better naturally in your natural skin.
And I also think that you can look more beautiful without all that makeup on. Like I sometimes get made up, sometimes like if I have like a nice dinner to go to or something, but when I take my makeup off at the end of the night, I'm like, hi Annie, like. And
this is coming from a makeup expert, you guys. She's saying that you can look more beautiful without makeup.
100%.
And you look at who are the most beautiful people in the world? They're babies. They're newborn babies.
Yeah.
You never put makeup on a newborn baby. They're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
But
you're so
but
right.
in different cultures there is no makeup. In some cultures there is makeup, and so we associate makeup with being beautiful and whatnot. And for sure it can make some girls look really, really nice, and for other girls, it's not even necessary because they're beautiful without it. So all girls are beautiful without it. You don't need makeup.
Yeah.
The important point to note too is, like, these chemicals might help, but and they may be looked at as medicines. You put some on your skin, or you take a pill and it works as a medicine. Your skin clears up. But the only difference between a medicine and a poison is the dose. The medicine is still a poison, but not really until you've had a high enough dose. But if you took enough of that acne medication, you might actually die, in one hit.
Even, that super strong acne medication, what is it called? That
Proactive?
No, the oral one that you take. Oh gosh, the name is blanking on me. But my dermatologist at the time, he was like, Accutane. That's
Accutane.
He's like, you would be a good candidate for this. And he gave me this folder with like a huge hazard sign on it. Like I had to sign away, like if I wanted to commit suicide, because it's so deep on your mental state. It really like screws you up, not just your liver and your kidneys and all that, but also your mental state, that you don't sue the company.
But it clears your skin, guys.
Yeah. Thank God I didn't actually end up taking that one. I took a much, much, much milder form, but still.
But the most powerful of all has been changing your diet.
Changing my diet.
That's cleared it up the most.
For my skin, also for my body, and the skin on my arms and legs feels so soft, and my hair looks really nice, I think, and I don't know, you feel good. So the skin is one thing, but it really does transform your whole body.
Whole body, whole life.
Yeah.
And
so amazing.
Last question here. 5 years from now, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? In a perfect world.
Being happy.
Yeah.
Doing something that I love. I don't know where I'm going to be or what exactly I'm going to be doing. I had no idea that I would be here in Thailand right now.
Me neither.
But I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but just being happy and doing something that I love.
You can prioritize your happiness. There's, if you think happiness is because of the things outside of you, think again. She can't make me happy no more than this iPhone can make me happy. It all comes down to what I feel about my beliefs about things.
And your perception.
It's your perception. Your emotions are really the dictator of your life experience. So even if she were to clear up her acne, and even if I were to clear up my acne, it might not make us happy because still inside we're kind of angry at something. But the moment we get really happy, we don't even care about the acne. You know, we don't even care about that. We're just happy, and happiness is the number one. I think happiness is the life purpose. Is our life purpose.
I 100% agree.
Joy. Find joy in whatever you do, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this interview, and be sure to subscribe to her channel. And
see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Peace.
That was great.
So why do you? I don't want to even. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
You can do it.
What makes you keep actors and actresses? Okay.